Hello everyone, I am Ishika Patidar from International Institute of Professional Studies DAVV Indore, and I am here to explain some concepts of multithreading in Java under the guidance of Dr. Nitin Nagar sir. This video is the part of my college assignment, so please give it thumbs up if you like it. So in this video we are going to cover the topics are introduction of multithreading, what is thread, how to create a thread class, runnable interface, multiple thread acting on a single object. So the first topic we are going to discuss is introduction of multithreading. Multithreading in Java is a process of executing multiple threads simultaneously. A thread is a lightweight subprocess, the smallest unit of processing, multiprocessing, and multithreading. Both are used to achieve multitasking. However, we use multithreading than multiprocessing because threads use a shared memory area, then don't allocate separate memory area, so saves memory, and context switching between the threads takes less time than process. Java multithreading is mostly used in games, animation, etc. Next, see the advantages of multithreading in Java. It doesn't block the user because threads are independent and you can perform multiple operations at the same time. You can perform many operations together, so it saves time. Threads are independent, so it doesn't affect other threads if can exception occurs in a single thread. Next, we can see the difference between multithreading and multitasking. It is a programming concept in which a program or a process is divided into two or more subprograms or threads that are executed at same time in parallel. Then multitasking, it is a operating system concept in which multiple tasks are performed simultaneously. A thread is a smaller unit in multithreading. A program or process is the smallest unit in a multitasking environment. It supports execution of multiple parts of a single program simultaneously. Multitasking supports execution of multiple programs simultaneously. The processor has to switch between different parts or threads of a program. The processor has to switch between different programs or processes. It has highly efficient. Multitasking is less efficient in comparison to multithreading. It helps in developing efficient programs. Multitasking helps in developing efficient operating systems. It is a cost effective in case of context switching. It is expensive in case of context switching. Next, we can see what is thread. A thread is a lightweight subprocess, the smallest unit of processing. It is a separate path of execution. Threads are independent. If there occur exception in one thread, it doesn't affect other threads. It uses a shared memory area. As shown in the figure, a thread is executed inside the process. There is context switching between the threads. There can be multiple processes inside the OS. Next, creating threads. How to create threads? We can create a thread in the program and execute the thread one by one. There are shown steps for creating a thread which are shown below. Steps for creating a thread. First, create a class that extends a thread class or implements Runnable to the interface. Both are found in java.lang package. Next, write or provide the body of the run method. Create an object of that class that contains the run method. Create a thread and attach it to the object of a class containing a run method. Run the thread. For this purpose, use the start method of the thread class. Example to show how to run and create a thread. First of all, we see the benefits of creating threads. When compared to processes, Java threads are more lightweight. It takes less time and resources to create a thread. Threads share the data and code for their parent process. Thread communication is simpler than process communication. Context switching between threads is usually cheaper than switching between processes. So, the program to show the creation of a thread. This is a simple program of creating a thread. In this program, we have created a class named sample and followed the steps which we have discussed earlier in the program. Current thread is a static method in thread class, so we can call it a thread.currentThread. And here's the output of this program. One thing kept in mind, by default run method is recognized and executed by a topic है how to create a thread in Java. There are two ways to create a thread, by extending thread class and by implementing runnable interface. First of all, we discuss about what is thread class. Thread class provide constructors and methods to create and perform operation on a thread. Thread class extends object class and implements runnable interface. Commonly used constructors of thread class are thread string name, thread runnable r, string name. And here is the example of extending thread class. In this example, we can create a thread class by extending thread class and run methods call. And here is the example, and here is the output of extending thread class. And the next is, what is runnable interface? The runnable interface should be implemented by any class whose instance are intended to be executed by a thread. Runnable interface have only one method named run. Public void run is used to perform action for a thread. Starting a thread. The start method of thread class is used to start a newly created thread. It performs the following task. A new thread starts with new call state. The thread moves from new state to the runnable state. When the thread gets a chance to execute, its target run method will be run. And here is the example by implementing runnable interface. In this example, we can create a thread by implementing runnable interface. Any class with instance are intended to be executed by a thread should implemented the runnable interface. The runnable interface has only one method, which is called run. And here is the output of the program. Our next topic is multiple threads acting on a single object. It is also possible to create two or more threads on a single object. Let's create a program where three threads will share the same object, same run method. Here's the example of multiple thread acting on single object. As you can observe that three threads are sharing the same run method. That is, three threads are doing the same task. The job of all three threads is to display Hello Java 5 times. The output may be unpredictable when you will run multiple times this program, but the general pattern of the output will be same. And here is the output of this program. Thank you for watching this video.